Hello, and welcome to Crossing the Extremes with Collarbone. Today, we're going to sit down and meet another team from the Extreme Ghostbusters League. This week, we're going to sit down and talk with the extremely stoned Ghostbusters and get to know what it is that makes them tick. Okay, we're sitting with the extremely stoned Ghostbusters team, and take a minute to introduce and what your role, and if you have a role on the team.
I was going to say, it's everybody, Bill.
Alright, so, I'm Bill, took a hit 420, captain, team captain. Sonics are Ghost, Rey Mysterio's another Buster. Our one Buster isn't here with us, it's P-Chan, and Troy's our other Buster. Alright, guys.
Hello. Hey, how's it going? Once again, Mysterio Jackson, another Buster on the team. Like to think I'm the Riker to Bill's Picard. If any other nerds catch that reference, Godspeed.
I would be very shocked if no one got that reference. I mean, someone's got to get that reference.
Hold on.
I would hope so, but you never know.
We had a couple red shirts already.
So let's get the big question out of the way. You know, the extremely stoned Ghostbusters team has had a rocky start for the first half of the season. You finally get a great win. How does that feel to get?
Honestly, I'm not sure how to describe it, how it makes it feel, but on that match, my heart was fucking racing.
I kind of figured we almost had, well, it was either we had it in the bag or we didn't have it in the bag. It was kind of hoping that we had it in the bag with a semi-positive attitude, you know?
What do you think? What do you think was kind of leading to that early season struggle?
I think it was just growing pains.
Growing pains?
Yeah, like, I think...
I forgot what I was going to say when I thought led to the struggle.
I mean, it was one of those things where I think, we kind of had a hodgepodge of different backgrounds and different exposure levels to the game early on. So it was kind of more of an idea of kind of figuring out people's strengths and weaknesses and, adjusting accordingly. Not to sound, super villainy or anything, but I feel like victory was inevitable. Like, I play in the Extreme League to have fun. And I mean, that's the main thing, is to have fun. And that's not being, like, super, bean countery or anal on different skill levels or different knowledge sets. It's just, have fun and keep improving. It's, have fun and keep improving. And as we started, we were trying to fill stuff in. Bill was, pulling a lot of overtime, trying to just make sure that we had all the spots filled and that, everything was going together, getting everyone's schedules together. And then honestly, exactly, it's team cohesion. I mean, you can put 4 Busters into a game, and if they're, good skill level, yeah, they'll do well, but at the same time, too, this is a team-based game. And just like any other team, you kind of need to build that cohesion. You need to build that muscle up, how people communicate. What things do you notice that they tend to do? Where do they like to kind of go? You have to coordinate those things. And for, I know for me, outside of, like, Bill, like, I didn't really know anybody. So it took me time to get, accustomed to it. And I can hazard that it took people a little bit of time to get accustomed to us. But so happy about with the team is just the amount of improvement. Like I said, I come here, to have fun, but it's great to see the improvement week after week. And that's one thing that I just, once again, while we have this on, I want to give a big round of applause again to Crazy Sonic because I watch him week after week after week grinding and getting better. And for me, like, on the Buster side, I think we have a solid team. I think we have a contender team. Like, us getting it, cool. It was going to happen. We're going to get better, and we're going to keep getting better, and I don't think it's going to be conceited to say, I think we have a solid shot. But at the same time, too, we have both sides of the team. And it was just a matter of time before Sonic started cooking with gas. He was never like a weak point. He beats himself up sometimes. Hopefully I'm not outing you. I'm sorry if I am. Yeah, but like that's why I kept telling him, and Bill especially too, everybody, just keep playing. Like, we see how much better you're getting. And once we get that locked in, we're good. and it happened. And I'm so happy it happened, and we're going to go, there's nowhere to go but up now.
Right.
So it was an inevitability.
I never came into this with like all intentions that, hey, we're going to win all the time, 100% of the time. I mean, yeah, we just started out, man. If I get kicked in the nuts a couple times at the first go, it's going to happen. We're going to take our falls, but we're also going to learn and grow from it. And I feel we have. I've seen that we all have.
Nice, that's awesome. So moving on here, Bill, a quick question for you is most of the teams have like they were preset logos and names and everything, but the Extremely Stoned Ghostbusters is probably one of the more unique teams on the league right now. Did you create that name and logo?
Created the name, yes. The logo was out. There was two things. The logo was pulled from the original, and then things were altered. I had help in that. It wasn't just me.
Bear with me on the question, just because out of curiosity, why the Extremely Stoned Ghostbusters?
Why the
Because why not?
I'm just
99% of the time, so why not?
I was just asking. Trying to, get a range for people listening.
I've seen normal Ghostbusters out there, normal teams. You never see any stone teams ever. At least if they don't show it. Figured I'd be the first one. Break the ice. Come in full swing.
It's ironic because there was definitely a window before the season started of new players coming in, and everyone was like, look at the teams and see what you'd be interested in, and like almost everyone was like, I want to try out for the Stoners. So, I mean, it's definitely appealing. So, quick question. I'm going to ask you each in turn. I'll ask each of you in turn. What is the two gear upgrades that you think everyone should use? Bill?
God, I have a hard time pronouncing it. It's that thruster thing.
Centrifugal thruster?
The centrifugal.
Yes. And the reason why I say that, and everyone has their biased opinion about it, because you have to literally vent 30 seconds right after using it. But let's say you're in chase mode, and you're going after the ghost, but you don't want to run and lose your stamina right off the bat. You have that extra behind you. At which point, once you're venting, you can still continuously move forward. It takes like a half second to vent. So as soon as you're done venting, you can get right back into running. You didn't really use
top upgrade.
Thruster's a big one.
Thruster again?
Outboard chip set.
Alright, Sonic, you're mostly a ghost player, but just which minion type do you prefer? Do you prefer Trap or Swarm?
I haven't really been able to experiment around with that.
Okay, well, what's your favorite ghost type then?
Honestly, the Glutton or the one I pulled in those clutch matches with, it's a tie between those two.
And then Mysterio, what's your favorite gear upgrade? What do you think really ups the game for you?
I mean, I hate to parrot the same thing, but the thruster, especially with runaway games, really good. But it's hard to kind of choose. There's a lot of different combos. I mean, I think thruster is single-handedly one of the better things, so you can actually get on the ghost, especially since the meta really favors caution from busters now for ghost. I still think I still think Ionizer is still very clutch. I'd probably say those two. I would have said pack upgrades, but I feel like the meta's changed like a little bit on that. Some things aren't as great, so I'd say I'd still go with thruster. Say thruster or secondary. And Pylon. How could I forget Pylon?
Yeah, it's Pylon.
Forget Ionizers. Pylon. Pylon has helped us quite a bit. And I think it is great, especially against seasoned, experienced ghosts. Because you're going to expect that mass possession. You're going to expect a lot of jumping around. It's hard to pinpoint a ghost down in, like, let's say, theater around the chairs.
Oh, yep.
Without a pylon at least helping. So I'd say, if not thruster, pylon.
And then, something I like doing is sharing, positivity. So we're going to jump around a little bit. And Bill, pick one person here in the chat, and say like what's a positive thing they do in a match. What's like their extra skill set.
Stereo checks and consistent coaching everybody else in the team.
Oh, thanks, dude. Bill for keeping us together and keeping us straight and keeping us practicing and communicating all the time. It honestly is needed. And a lot of times, he's kind of the cheerleader and the morale booster. Just with his enthusiasm for getting us together and getting the games together and going above and beyond to try to help us with a good team captain. And I'm happy to be playing with him. He's really good at what he does, and thanks, Bill.
Okay, and Troy, say something, positive about watching Sonic be your ghost.
So you talking to me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I've seen improvement in Sonic each week. Really proud of him. When he stepped it up. When he started, he was not no level 100. He's pretty much there right now. So he had tons of things to unlock or get to level 50 on like Ghost and whatnot.
Okay.
He's doing good.
And Sonic, anything you could say about Troy? He orders the best pizza on the team. Anything like that?
Not that I can think of at the moment.
Can I interject something?
Yeah.
I don't want to try to hog, but I will say one thing with Troy that I really appreciate is every team needs a great anchor, and Troy is that anchor. Just like when backbone of the Ghostbusters, when they go into their, flights of fancy, the other three, and they get into crazy town and they need to be brought back, or they need that solid backbone to help them out, that's Troy. No matter what incident me and Bill are in, I know I can count on Troy, and that's a lot. It really does mean a lot for a team. Same thing with B-Chan, but I definitely say Troy is a great anchor. I'm happy to be serving with him.
Awesome.
Thanks, man.
And then I was going to try something new this week. Do you guys want to try playing a word game?
Sure.
Okay. So there's we're going to go down the list of the different teams, and I'll start with Bill, then go to Troy, then Sonic, and then Mysterio. And I'll say the name of the team, and then you say the first word that pops into your head.
Okay.
Alright? So, Bill, Ecto.
The what?
What's the that pops into your head when I say Team Ecto?
The first word that pops in my head when you say what?
We're playing a game. We're going to play a game, a word game. I say the name of the team, and you say the first word that pops into your head, whatever it is.
Okay.
Team Ecto.
Said Team Act.
What's the first word that pops in your head? What's the first word that pops in your head?
God. Drawing a blank here. Let me put my thinking cap on, because I was not ready for that question.
What was the question again?
Swift.
Swift, okay. So, Troy, it's a word game. The first word,
Place?
first place. Okay, Sonic, first thing that pops into your head, Keymasters.
This is partially influenced by their logo, but Zool.
Zool, okay. Mysterio, first word that pops into your head, Cake Logs.
Love their logo.
The Lego. Okay, and then back to Bill, first word that pops into your head, Atomic Weight of Cobalt.
Oh. Hard.
Did you say hard?
Yeah.
Okay. Either the game is hard or we're hard. Either way, we're going to have a lot of fun, huh?
Right.
A lot of fun, huh?
Right.
Is there anything else you guys would like to say to the league? Are there anybody listening?
I appreciate every one of you checking us out. We have come and watch any of our games, each and every one of you. I appreciate the interview, man.
Alright, well, thank you for hanging out and talking with me, and we will have our match Thursday.
Hopefully it didn't sound too awkward. We'll
No.
I do have one more question. I feel like it's going to be I have one more question. I feel like it's going to be an easier one. So, Extreme Stoners, Ghostbusters, you're hotboxing the Ecto, you're getting the munchies. What's your go-to snack, Bill?
Either a crunch bar or like a Zingers, man.
Okay, Troy, what's your go-to snack?
I was gonna say Crunch Bars. Some Funyuns, man.
Funyuns? Okay, Sonic, what's your go-to?
My go-to one, what I do, well, as last, a crunch bar or these things called combos. They're like these little pretzel snacks with some sort of filling.
Those are good.
Especially the pepperoni pizza. Those are my favorite.
I have not seen those since I was a kid.
Layered, yeah.
Oh, the Suddenly one is good. It's just I really like the pepperoni pizza.
Use the pretzel or use the cracker version. Because they have the cracker versions too, which are awesome.
I don't think you can get them here on the West Coast. Anyway, Jackson, what's your go-to snack?
Barbecue Lay's potato chips.
Nice.
Oh yeah, and then barbecue Fritos.
God damn it. Another kryptonite to bring me to my fucking knees.
Yeah, dude. Like the twists. Like there's those barbecue twist Fritos. Oh my god, they're so good.
Those are good. All right, well, thanks you for sitting down and talking with me, all, and I hope you'll have a good night and a good rest of the week, and we'll see you Thursday for our match.
Indeed, thanks for having us, man.
Thank you very much for having us. It's a pleasure being here.
Alright, we've been sitting down talking with the Extreme Stoner Ghostbusters team, and if you have any questions or anything you'd like to add, please let me know in the comments. I'll try to add it into our next interview. We'll be sitting down with Team Do Ray Egon. Thank you for hanging out. Hope you enjoyed. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time on Crossing the Extremes.